folks, I decided to stay put. Today I'm cutting firewood. I'm going to try to have a fire today if it doesn't rain again. It's been raining every day, so that may not happen. Right now I'm just cutting some firewood. This particular log seems to be reasonably dry, so we'll see. I already cut a couple of pieces. Temperature is down to 50 degrees. It's supposed to go below or down in the 30s today, or tonight I should say. Seems pretty dry. Made coffee cake this morning to go with the coffee. Tasted pretty good on this cold day. I got some sun, but now it's clouding up again. Trying to cut these short enough to split. Makes more work, but I need to split some for smaller pieces. Not sure what to do with this thing. Can use it maybe to help hold my wood. Need something to hold the butt end up. The whole pile came with it, so got to pull that out of there. Try it again. Hard to hold. Need a kind of a fork. I don't see anything natural. Somebody cut that stump, that might work. Let me try that. Nah, that won't work. Just need to finish this one piece, I think. And then I can just cut the other one in half and see if I can keep going here. So weight should pull it apart. Hopefully it won't rain so I can have a fire. It's been raining every day since I've been on this trip. All right, I'll haul these up and we'll call it quits for now. All right, we'll try splitting some of this wood. So we got a block here that'll help. Hopefully this will be dry enough to split well. Watch my legs. So we'll just do a few more little slices of that. A limb right there. A little stubborn because of that limb. The rest of this should split well. Put them out in the sun, let them dry a little bit. Split this one more time. Doesn't want to balance. Good stuff. This should burn fine if I let it heat up in the sun here. Dry as much as possible. And I got some limbs there that should help get started. All right, a little more splitting. Some limbs on this one. May not be as easy to split. It's not showing any signs of splitting from that end, so let's try the other side. I may need to get a few more big pieces. All this other stuff piled up over here is all trash. But as long as it's up here, I might as well burn it. Get the fire hot enough, it'll burn. But it's soaked and very poor wood. But somebody dragged it up, we might as well get it out of the way. Let it set in the sun there, that should help it. Yeah, let's see, we got one more short one here. Oops. I just hit it. I didn't even hit it with the axe handle. I like that when they split that easy. That means they're reasonably dry to do that, but we'll help it a little along by putting it in the sun there. All right, let's see. Should we leave these pieces whole? Yeah, we'll leave these whole. Somebody left can tops, and there's a pair of boots over there in the brush. Perfectly good boots. Somebody left them. That's probably enough for now. Put all my 3 pieces of paper in there, and then the kindling, and then a few smaller sticks to help it get going. And we'll see if this does the job. It should. You always wonder if it's, the twigs in particular, if they're too wet, when I got the twigs. But I figure a combination of the paper and the good starter wood from the woods should work fine. I wasn't expecting the smoke to go right into the camera though. I thought it was going to go more that way. So I may have to change my position of where I put the camera. Put more twigs on there and get this thing plenty of coals. Well, I wasn't expecting that. So I think I can move the chair over on this side. That's just where I wanted to be in the first place. I figured the smoke was going to be contrary. Now that's where I thought the smoke would go. So we'll set over here for a while and see if that works, but I may have to move. All right, let's make sure we get plenty of Good start here on this fire. Get some good coals. Just realized I didn't have a poker. You always need a poker for the fire. So let's put some more wood on there. Keep this going. And then I think I'll move the camera a little bit. Well, now I move the camera, and of course that's where the smoke's going to go. Well, we'll see what persists here. It's not cooperating very well. That's where I figured the smoke would go. That's where I got the camera right now. But it keeps moving around. It's kind of swirling. There's a northwest wind, and it swirls around in this cove. It causes every once in a while a real gust that comes along. I'm thinking maybe I need to move the camera again. So we'll do that. All right. Well, I'm not sure what the smoke is going to do. We'll just have to play that by ear. Find bits and pieces that work to back this up again. Well, this should work. Need to see if I can find a poker. I got my wine in there. Well, I guess that would work, but it's pretty short. All right, I think I get this kind of enclosed a little bit. See if that won't help it heat up a little bit more by putting these big pieces on the edge. Try to concentrate the heat. The wood's not the best, evidently, because it's not flaming up like you'd expect. But it's hard to tell, too, with the wind what it is. Well, burning kind of slow, not developing a lot of heat, and I've used up a lot of the split wood, so that was intended to get this going, but I'm not seeing much cooperation here. It may be just that the wood is not suitable. It seemed dry when I cut it. There we go. Opened it up, a little more air in there. That should help. That's the reason you need a poker, is to do just that. Yeah, that's what it took. Just open it up a little bit more. Well, I had a nice pork roast dinner with potatoes, salad, a couple of fresh warm rolls, glass of red wine, and then for dessert I had Bailey's with over ice cream, and that was the last of my ice cream. I only bought about a pint. I knew it's just kind of an experiment to see if that would keep well in the fridge, and it does. So another trip I would bring about half a quart and a couple of pints, in other words, so that I can last a little bit longer. I use it just with a kind of a dessert after dinner. Heat's been on all day because the temperature is about 50. You can see I'm bundled up here, and it's just been very chilly. I'll turn the heat off when I go to bed, but that's about it. Tomorrow is supposed to be sunny, so that's a good thing. I was able to, even though it was mostly cloudy all day, there's more blue sky tonight, but it was mostly cloudy. I still brought the solar up from 8% to 40%. So I was pleased with that outcome because that'll hold me over till tomorrow now. And tomorrow is supposed to be sunny, so I should be able to build that battery up pretty good tomorrow. All right, now we're talking here. We're getting some coals going. It'll be a little easier to keep the fire burning. When you first get started, you really have to play with it a little bit to make sure that you're getting a good start. Once you got some good coals going, why then it's a lot easier to maintain. Even when you put rotten wood on there like I've got over there on the side. In fact, we'll put a rotten piece on here in a minute just to see. But I'd prefer to get the fire going a little bit hotter, a few more coals before I do that. Now I'm getting some heat. I'm feeling the heat. Much better. I think these two pieces here help keep that heat concentrated a little bit more. Kind of blocked it. Along with the rock here, it keeps all that heat concentrated on getting that fire going and getting some coals. Yeah, we'll just take a small piece here that's rotten. It won't take anything big, but we'll try it. See if that stuff will burn. I don't want to put too much on there because it's got a lot of moisture in it. And it just cools the fire down. So, but I'm getting some coals underneath there now that I think will help make the difference. And then once these rocks get warmed up, that'll help too. So I think I'll do a time lapse now. So take a break from that, what we've been filming.